Have you ever had someone pause, squint and say, "Wait, you're how old?" Maybe it was at a dinner, a meeting, or just in passing. They were shocked, not by your suit or your words, but by your presence. There's something about you that doesn't add up, not because you're hiding your age, but because your energy simply doesn't match the number. Most people would chalk that up to good genes or clean eating, maybe a solid skincare routine or just good luck. But what if I told you the reason you look younger than your age has nothing to do with lotions, lineage or luck, and everything to do with how you've lived? In a world obsessed with anti-aging creams, filters and surface-level fixes, we often overlook the most powerful factor of all: your inner world, your mindset, your resilience, the way you carry your past, or don't, the way you breathe through chaos instead of letting it write lines across your face, the way you choose to show up in each moment, not just physically, but with soul. The Stoics never talked about looking younger, but they lived younger, through discipline, clarity, emotional mastery, and freedom from regret. They taught that when you master the mind, the body follows, that when you stop carrying unnecessary weight in your thoughts, your relationships, your identity, you move lighter, you live brighter, and yes, you look younger. This video isn't about vanity, it's about truth, because youthfulness is not something that fades with age. It's something that decays with complacency, with resentment, with mental rigidity. But if you understand the hidden principles, if you live from the inside out, then age becomes irrelevant. You don't just add years, you add presence, power, and peace. So if people keep telling you that you don't look your age, it's not just a compliment, it's a clue. And if no one's told you that yet, maybe it's time to uncover the 7 hidden reasons why. Stay with me. What we're about to explore may not only explain what keeps you young, but what will keep you alive in the ways that matter most. 7 hidden reasons why you look younger than your age. Reasons 1. You've cultivated an unshakable spirit. Life has tried to break you more than once. Loss, betrayal, setbacks, but it failed. While others allowed suffering to etch itself into their bodies, you chose to endure without letting the pain define you. The Stoics believed that it is not misfortune itself that scars a man, but how he meets it. That inner steel you forged in silence is now reflected in how you walk, how you breathe, and how you age. Resilience doesn't just build character, it preserves youth. Because your body follows the narrative your spirit lives by. If your story is strength, your presence remains vital. Even your skin listens to your soul. Reasons 2. You've learned to adapt, not resist. There's a visible weight in people who fear change. Their bodies grow tense, their minds rigid, and their energy stale. The ones who age prematurely are often those still clinging to what used to be, afraid of what comes next. But you move with the seasons. You don't fear new chapters, you embrace them. The Stoics taught amor fati, the love of fate, not just as an idea, but as a daily practice. By welcoming what life throws your way, you avoid the kind of tension that breaks men before their time. This acceptance doesn't just bring peace, it keeps your spirit light, and that light reflects outward. Reasons 3. Your curiosity keeps your mind awake, and your body alive. There's a hunger in you that never grew old. While others fell asleep inside their routines, you kept asking questions. You tried new things, you read, you explored. Curiosity isn't childish, it's vital. It tells the body, we're not done growing. The man who stops learning starts aging the day he closes his mind. But the one who sees each day as a chance to know more, feel more, live more, he keeps his nervous system alive, his posture alert, his gaze electric. Curiosity may not erase wrinkles, but it ensures your energy never dulls. Reasons 4. You don't suppress emotion. You face it like a warrior. Men are taught to bottle things up, to pretend that silence is strength, but suppressed emotion is stored tension, and tension breaks the body. Those fine lines on your forehead, They're not from aging, they're from years of unsaid things. But if you've learned to feel without being controlled, to express without losing yourself, then you've unlocked something rare. The Stoic doesn't deny his emotions, he observes them, channels them, and lets them pass like storms over still mountains. Emotional integrity is inner hygiene, and the man who keeps his inner world clear, clean, and free of toxic residue, he stays young, not just in appearance, but in essence. Reasons 5. You protect your peace through powerful environments. You've grown wise enough to know that energy is infectious. You don't keep company that drains you, disrespects your journey, or distracts you from your purpose. And that decision has preserved more than just your time. It's preserved your vitality. Chronic exposure to negativity, complainers, chaos, fake connections can age a man in months, but those who guard their circle as they would a sacred space, those who curate their energy like a warrior polishes his blade, radiate a calm that others can feel before a single word is spoken. And peace, when practiced daily, leaves its signature across your face. Reason 6. You live with mission, not just motion. Nothing accelerates aging like a man without purpose. You've seen them. Their eyes are dull, their voice low, their steps slow. Why? Because they're alive, but they're not living. Purpose isn't just motivation, it's fuel for every cell in your body. Men with a mission don't age like other men. They wake with fire, they walk with direction. Their voice carries weight because their days carry meaning. Whether your purpose is building something, teaching something, protecting someone, or simply mastering yourself, living aligned with that fire slows the decay that stagnation brings. You age slower because your spirit burns hotter. Reason 7. You've let go of the past before it hardened your soul. There is nothing heavier than resentment, nothing that dulls the skin and bends the back like guilt, bitterness, or unforgiven pain. The past is a cruel jailer for the man who refuses to release it. But you, somehow, you let go. Not because it was easy, but because holding on hurt more. The Stoic doesn't pretend the past didn't happen. He simply chooses not to live there. Forgiveness, real forgiveness, is not softness, it's strategy. It unburdens your nervous system, lowers your stress, and lightens your face. If you've ever been told you look free, this is likely why. Each of these 7 reasons isn't just about looking young. They are about being young, in the most Stoic sense of the word. Awake, present, undisturbed by what you cannot control, and fully engaged with what you can. And while time will always touch the body, it has no power over a man who masters his mind. Youthfulness is a product of conscious choice. Most people believe youth is either something you're gifted by genetics or something you lose to time. But what if that assumption is only half true? What if looking and feeling young has far less to do with your DNA and far more to do with your decisions? The truth is, youthfulness is not a coincidence. It is not luck. It is not just skincare or good lighting. It is the visible result of 1,000 small intentional choices, a way of living, thinking, and responding to the world that shapes not only how long you live, but how alive you feel while you're here. The Stoics taught that the quality of our life is not determined by what happens to us, but by how we interpret and respond to it. The same principle applies to aging. 2 men can experience the same hardship. One becomes bitter, tense, and worn down by it. The other becomes wiser, lighter, and more grounded. Their age may be the same on paper, but in presence, energy, and spirit, they are worlds apart. Looking younger than your age is often a reflection of one powerful truth. You've chosen presence over pressure. You've chosen awareness over autopilot. You've stopped letting life push you around, and you've started shaping it from the inside out. This doesn't mean your life has been easy. Quite the opposite. It means you've gone through hell, but walked out with grace instead of baggage. This conscious living, the ability to pause, reflect, and act in alignment with your principles, is what keeps your nervous system resilient. It protects your peace. It regulates your hormones. It lowers inflammation in the body. And the side effect? A face that looks calm, a posture that remains open, and an energy that people can feel before you even say a word. Even more important than appearance, however, is what this mindset gives back to your soul. When you stop carrying the weight of regret, when you stop fearing change, when you start living with purpose, your entire being breathes differently. You walk slower, but with more certainty. You smile less often, but more sincerely. And that authenticity, that grounded presence, is youth in its purest form. You see, the men who age the fastest are the ones who have surrendered to unconscious living. They've stopped choosing, stopped listening, stopped evolving. But the Stoic man, the man who remains aware of his choices, who practices gratitude over grievance, strength over surrender, he defies the years not by resisting them, but by rising above what typically drains others. So if people keep telling you, you look younger than your age, don't just thank them. Realize they're seeing something deeper than your skin. They're sensing a man who chose to stay mentally alive, emotionally light, and spiritually awake in a world that numbs most people by the time they're 40. That kind of youth doesn't fade, because it's not a condition of the body, it's a discipline of the mind. So maybe the mirror doesn't lie, but it also doesn't tell the full story. Because real youth has never been about smooth skin or a certain number on your driver's license. It's about the fire behind your eyes, the way you rise after falling, the energy you carry into a room, into a conversation, into your own life. That's what people feel. That's what they remember. Looking younger than your age isn't luck. It's a reflection of your ability to let go instead of holding on, of choosing peace over pressure, of living with purpose, embracing change, and staying curious about life instead of just surviving it. It's about moving through time without letting time harden you. In a world that wants to age you with stress, distractions, regrets, and noise, choosing to remain mentally clear, emotionally light, and spiritually strong is a quiet rebellion. It's what makes you magnetic, not just youthful. So, here's the challenge. Don't just chase youth, cultivate it, choose it. Let your discipline protect your energy, let your mindset sharpen your presence, let your values, not your age, define your glow. And if you're the kind of man who wants to master this deeper path, to live with the clarity, purpose, and unshakable strength of a Stoic, this is your tribe. Subscribe to Ultimate Stoicism, because we're not just aging, we're evolving. One principle, one decision, one breath at a time.